Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hope everybody is all well. We are getting started here in a few minutes. I had to do a lot of changeover stuff. And, yeah, we're just enjoying the morning, man. Sorry I'm a little bit late. We're going to end up streaming till about 11 today. Just because, you know, I was a little bit late. I had a few things to take care of before I hopped in stream. And, yeah. I'm here now. I'm like super hungry because I didn't eat anything today. Didn't really eat anything last night either. So I am here. But yeah, we're getting things started off by just seeing what's up. I hope everybody is well. If you're new here, whether you're on the Twitter side or the Instagram side or not Instagram, sorry, or the Kick side, because we do stream in 3 places. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell to stay notified. We stream Monday through Friday for right now, or Monday through Thursday right now from 7/8 a.m. to about 10 or 11, and that's just based on the schedule that I have. So yeah, right now we're streaming, and yeah, we're gonna get into some stuff as well. But yeah, give me like a couple more minutes and I'll be ready. Yo, yo. All right. Sorry about that. Let me actually see what we got here. Let me get some music going first, guys. All right. What do we got here? What do we got? Which, by the way, if the music is ever louder than what I'm saying, please let me know. this down right now so that way it's not like as loud as I am. But yeah. What do we got here? Yo, what up, Dragfang? Hey, Marshall, I know you will be drawing chapter 11 and talking about it, but what are your thoughts on Naruto? I think Naruto's a good series. I think that along the lines, I think Naruto kind of messed up on a lot of ways. Yo, what up, Ralph? Good morning, my man. I'm glad to see you're okay. I'm glad to see everything's good. But honestly, I think Naruto's good. I think Naruto has always been good. Just like any other series, it has its flaws, but you know, it's neither here nor there. It doesn't stop me from enjoying what Naruto is. I think a lot of people who are perfectionists kind of look at Naruto as their first anime and they say, hey, this is what anime or manga is supposed to be. But all in all, yeah, I think it really just depends on what the author is going for. So there is that. Why'd you shave your head? Also, what is the chapter supposed to do for Zamarian? You'll have to read it to figure out what it's supposed to do for Zamarian. I'm not gonna tell you that. If I tell you this, what's the point of you reading it? I shaved my head because I wanted to shave my head. It's hot. That's pretty much it. He said, oh, fair. Other than that, how you guys doing today, man? What's the word? What's the word? What's going on this beautiful morning, man? That's like oh, that's right. I don't have that song in here. Let's go ahead and play the song. Reading a lot of manga right now. We are reading Otar the Flame. We're rereading Rave Master as well. We're reading a lot of things, and it's really helping with my understanding and construction of of all the manga that I'm creating. So I'm here taking care of things and saw that you were streaming. Yo, 100%. Appreciate it. Go send in your chat. Now you don't watch Piper stream it. No, not doing that. I hate when bots come in my chat, man. It's literally like the stupidest thing. It's literally just the stupidest thing. Bots come in here and start saying stupid stuff. Like, oh, power up your chat with us. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm definitely not. So. Oh shit. Hang on, the comments are starting to roll in. Yo, what up, guys? What up? Hey, so how did the writing of Rave Master Radiant impact your writing understanding? I'll explain that in a second. Dragfang, letting us starting to draw this month. Hey, congratulations, man. Yeah. Definitely drawing is definitely one of the things. Dragfang about to start drawing. Nice. Yo, what up, Yosh? It's good to see you're working this early. Oh yeah, dude. I always work this early. I usually get off work at like 4 a.m. And I started working this early just because of my hours. Because what would happen is I would come home, I would go to sleep, and I would wake up, and then I'd have like 4 to 5 hours left before I go into work. So I was like, yo, I might as well just freaking stream when I get off work, and then that way I get some drawing done, and then afterwards I like can go into work and go do like whatever, you know what I mean? So I definitely usually always work this early. Some days are more impactful than others, I'll say that. Because other days, dude, I just be tired and I'm like, okay, instead of streaming 2 hours, I'll stream 1. But yeah, no, I was trying to do that. Which reminds me, martial arts, have you heard of these manga? Beat the Vandal Buster, Mushi Bugoyo. The middle one, the Mushi Bugoyu, I haven't heard that. Definitely butchered that name. But Beat the Vandal Buster, I've definitely heard. I read that up until its cancellation in America. What's up, Yosh? Thanks for Yosh. It's the next chapter for your series coming along. Good morning. Yep. So Drag, you had asked, how did the writing of Rave Master and Radiant impact the writing and understanding of? I don't fully know what you're asking. You're just saying, how did the writing of Rave Master and Radiant impact my writing and understanding? Okay. I thought that was Anyway, I thought the sentence was different than what it was. It impacted me in the sense of, like, I understood kind of how. Well, first off, I was talking with my team about this. All right. There's a lot of indie people who do a lot of indie things, right? And what that really means is there's a lot of artists who don't allow themselves the luxury of learning. And I think that's fine, but it also kind of sucks. So, like, what I mean by that is this. Okay. There's tons of artists who do the same thing that do the same thing like indie creators do, right? And they're not given the same luxury as they're not given the same luxury as someone who is a professional in their right. So indie creators and professionals do the exact same thing. Meaning, like, let's say someone drew a panel. Let's say a professional drew a panel a certain way. Because they are a professional, they will get a lot of leeway, and a lot of people will be like, man, this looks so cool. But if you let an indie person draw that exact same panel, then it becomes like more of a problem. You know what I mean? And they're like, it just wasn't drawn with, and they get harsher criticism. That's just how it always works, and for no good reason. You know what I mean? It works like that for no good reason, and I just never understood why that was. And what made me realize that is I was giving one of my guys a critique, and while I was giving him the critique, I was thinking to myself, where is this criticism actually coming from? Is this coming from a place of me wanting him to improve this piece of art, or this part of this illustration, or this sequential art? Or is it coming from me thinking that I can do it, or not I can do it, he can do it better because I've seen a professional do it better? But when we went back, and in the middle of me giving critique, I literally stopped myself and was like, hey, I don't think this is a good critique. Let me back off. Let me just hear what you have to say. And we chatted about it, and it came to a point where everyone that was in the discussion was like, I understand that a lot of people give themselves, like, first off, I'm my own artist and I give myself a lot harsher criticism. But if you actually pay attention to look at any of the mainstream, whether it's Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, One Punch Man, Yu Yu Hakusho, anything like that, and you were to compare it to some of these guys who get denied, they get denied in the aspect of like, oh, your art's not good, or this isn't here. Like, this is why it's hard to really say that art is subjective, because while art is subjective, your intention through storytelling isn't. So if you want to make something feel sad, if you want to make something feel if you want to make a mood feel scary, your intention with what you're doing with the art is intentional, as I'm saying. And it's either, if it's something feels off, it's either your drawing is off, your characterization is off, maybe your dialogue is off, something is off. But you have to make sure you're actually giving critique for that individual artist's like story or story beat, and not trying to compare it to what an industry level person would be able to do, because a lot of mangaka come from working as assistants with other manga artists. So yeah, there's a lot that I would say when I'm looking at Rave Master and looking at all these other things, it just really showed me a lot of how the artist likes to write, how the artist likes to do things, and just their humble beginnings. Because if you look at Rave Master and then you look at Fairy Tail, there's so much contrast between how Hiro Mashima wrote, how he drew, and how he designed things with the pages. Like, there's so much that he's learned, just from working on Rave Master. And there has to be, and because you can't speak to that artist, you can't really say anything. So like Dragfang, if I was an artist that wasn't really online in terms of like, I didn't have social media, I wasn't like trying to grow but via doing YouTube, no one would have any connection with me. They would just be able to critique the art, and that's mainly what it is with manga. But because a lot of us American artists are trying to promote ourselves online, a lot of people have they are able to say their harsh criticisms to essentially our digital face. And yeah, so I know it was like a long-winded explanation, but there's a lot of nuance to what I just explained. The Vandabuster is actually still going. Is it really actually still ongoing? It got canceled in America, but I didn't know it was actually still ongoing. That's interesting. Where they at in Beat the Vandabuster, if you don't mind me asking? By the way, can you guys hear the music as well? Because for me, it's like super low. Yeah, Yoshi, I know how you are. Oh, Yoshi, man. I'm happy you're over there, man. I really am. How's been Japan in your opinion? For you, it's like nighttime too. It's got to be like 9 or like 10 or even 11 at night. All right, how's this? How's this for the audio? I know you said it can come up maybe half a notch. Is this too overpowering for my voice? Trying to figure out how I want to draw this. There's always like this cool way where like you can draw backgrounds in a thing, and think it's time to bust out the perspective book. Oh, hey, can't find your light novel on Lumebento website. Yeah, the light novel is taken down for right now. ET's taken down for right now. It's great. Food is still bomb. We've been to the beach and city so far, doing mountains next, getting ideas for future manga projects. Dude, yeah, it's really funny. Like, a lot of people, like, we went from the very, very outskirts of Japan, where it's like no one speaks a lick of English, to the like kind of a city-ish area. Then we went to the mountains and stayed up there for a night, and that was really awesome. And then after that, we just kind of killed it, man. We kind of killed it and had a lot of fun in different parts of the city. And yeah, we just did a bunch of stuff. So I always think if you're gonna go to Japan, travel around and definitely for sure like look at a bunch of different things, man. As much as possible. This book isn't gonna help me, but I can tell you what book is. See that? This is why I say get art books. Art books are always gonna help you in terms of like designing things. So we're gonna look at some Howl's Moving Castle right now. I'm trying to get this idea down for how I want to design, how I want to do like show more of this. I still have yet to read this book. I actually need to read this book a lot more. You guys get a chance to go read Recusant? You remember what shop she went to find those art books? Yes, I do remember. Let me go grab my phone real quick, bro. Let me go grab my phone and I will show it to you guys and I'll tell you live. Give me 1 second. All right, I am back. Okay, so I'm gonna blow myself up here for a second. All right. So there's a couple places I would recommend to go. First off, if you are in Osaka or going to Osaka, there is an amazing figurine shop where they sell you new, old, and used figurines, and you can buy this stuff for like 10, 20, 30 bucks, bro. Like 10, 20, 30 bucks will get you some of the best figurine. Bro, I got this Yamato. First off, I got this. Okay. Let me see if I can get the lighting correct. Maybe I just turn this off. So I got this, which would be like a $300, $200 figurine in the States. I got this for like 20 bucks. 20 bucks. And if you guys don't think that's crazy, I got her for like 18. If you think that's crazy, I got her for like 18. If you don't think that's crazy. I got Yamato from One Piece for the same price, $18 from this shop. Brand new in the package. Brand new in the package. Was able to get a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, let me find that bookstore really quick, because there is some amazing stuff that you can get from this bookstore, man. Because we ended in the Electric City itself. Yo, Nagoya was pretty dope. Kanroji? Yeah, bro. Got that for like 18 bucks. Speaking of, if you want to go to the Ghibli Museum, which is really good, in Nagakute, it's pretty dope, bro. It's pretty cool. Look up the Studio Ghibli Museum. You usually need to like schedule tickets in advance, but it's an awesome thing. I'm trying to see if I can find this this bookstore. Let me see where we are. Okay, this is Osaka. I don't know what it was, but I'm not like the hypest fan about like Gundam stuff. So like they went to go see the Gundam and I was like, eh. Like it just wasn't for me. Like cool, the Gundam store, whatever. Okay, here we go. Let me try and narrow it down. Bro, like I remember taking a picture of the outside of the store as well. It's gonna bug me. Yeah, it's gonna bug me. All I can say right now, we were in Tokyo, a little ways away from the Tokyo Sky Tree. Dude, it's gonna bug me because like I know I took a picture of the outside of this place. Yeah. It was in Tokyo, and what I'll do is I'll like pinpoint the store. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if this is the store or not. Cause I'm like super pumped about this. Yep, this is exactly the store. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. Hang on. Hang on. Let me add in. Whack. This is the place right here. It's called Tools. This is what it looks like, brother. Let me actually see if I can frickin' shrink it down. Make it look somewhat presentable. You feel me? So this is the place right here. Tools Ochanomizu. And this is where I went. Because when you go in here, they have like a bunch of different books. Like you can see right here, they have a bunch of different things. Like they have all these different Copic markers. This is what it looks like when you walk around the store. They have a bunch of toolbox stuff. It has its own little... Oh, my head's in the way. I'm sorry. Let me get my fat head out of the way. So it's an art supply store. That's what you want to find. Because I kept thinking you wanted to go to like a regular bookstore, but what you really wanted to find was an art supply store. Kind of like how we have Michael's here. You really want to find like that place. And that's what I went to get a lot of these art books. Like, dude, if I could recommend anything, any art books to grab, I'm not even going to shit you, bro. I'm not even going to shit you. Like, these are some art books I would recommend you grab. All right. I would grab this guy here. I would grab this right here. This book shows you all different kinds of weapons that you can not only have, but like the color of them, how to color them, like the whole 9 yards. Like this shows you so much, and this is such a good book. So I would grab this. And then if you're gonna grab anything else, I would definitely grab this. This is a really good book to have as well. This is nice because it gives you different positions and different things that you can utilize, like different stances you can use, like different moves. It shows you like different ways you can swing blades, swords. You can do guns, short swords, axes, lances, bow and arrows. Like it gives you so much. It gives you so much variety in terms of that. Outside of that, I would also get this one, which they had like a casual fashion book, which is like really nice because it shows you this goes in depth with like casual fashion and just different things. Like this is really good. The next book I would grab, brother, is this one. It's How to Draw Older Guys. Let me actually flip to like a couple good pages. So this talks about like how to draw older guys, how to draw like their hair, like the whole 9 yards. Because they have naked stuff in here, I always want to make sure I watch out for that. So then this is also a good one here where they kind of break up like the different beards and stuff like that, and they just give you like a lot of information. Like these are some great books to have, and they probably have tons and tons more. I only got to see a couple towards the very end of my trip, which I was sad. This is another book I would look at grabbing. This has been pretty good. This is done by Seiji Yoshida, which Seiji Yoshida gives a lot of tips and tricks, not just with like drawing, but how to think about like art and shading and lighting and stuff. Like when he talks about like how to color water and stuff. Like I know I'm kind of like showing these very quickly, but Seiji goes into a lot of different art, man. Just tons and tons of different art. So like that's another good one to have. So yeah, Yosh, when you go to that art supply store, or you go to something that's like, you want to look for something that's like Michael's. If you go to like a regular bookstore, you're gonna be able to find manga, but it's not gonna be exactly what you probably want. So yeah. My bad, guys. Side story. That was a side mission. But yeah, I'll type it in the chat so that way you can look it up, Yosh. But this is what it is. All right. Tools. Ochano Nizu. Of course, brother. You know I got your back, man. You want to learn or do anything, like, you just let me know. Give me 1 sec, gentlemen. I must at least go grab my food. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Oh, I muted the wrong thing. Sorry about that. Character design, I'm curious to see what's happening. Yeah, Drag, I'm not a real fan of some mecha either. Recusant character designs look sick. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to Stormwave, man. He's doing some amazing stuff. And Recusant was a very good one shot. It was a very good start for him underneath Lumebento and stuff like that. So, Ralph, what do you mean when you say like the character design? And I'm curious what is going to happen next. You talking about in Recusant, or are you talking about in something else? Yeah, the side story stuff, man. You'll see more of. There's going to be some really cool stuff that I unravel with doing these side stories, and I think that it's gonna be pretty epic. Yeah. Yeah. As far as Recusant, man, I don't know. Something can happen in the future. As of right now, it was just a one shot, so I don't think he's gonna do too much with it. But yeah, I think there's definitely some room for stuff in the future for it. But as of right now, I don't think there's gonna be too much, you know. My bad. I gotta grab this book. It's been a minute since I've actually grabbed this out. Whew. Got to look at some Avatar stuff really quick. Get a good gist of like how I can draw some stuff. So you need to jump on chapter 10 in PenguinBoy. Yeah, I think chapter 10 is dope. I think a lot of people I think you and a lot of people like it so far. Or you'll like it so far. Sometimes you need that extra push, you know what I mean? Hotel Let's Celebrate. A cartoon that came from the 80s was an amazing cartoon. 100%. Chapter 10 was nice. It's cool we get to meet Alba's rival. Yeah, I think so too. I think Zamarian is going to be a pretty fan favorite, I think, just because of who he is. Yeah, I knew Zatchbell has a sequel. You've seen all the cover art before you actually seen the actual thing, which I thought was always cool. Yeah, you just see all like the cover art and stuff like that before anything else is really shown. Cool. That helped me out. Haha. One of these days I'll have to show you guys like a tour of everything. The Zatchbell sequel looks pretty cool though. I think the West would definitely fail as they've had before. I think it really takes somebody who understands the nuance while not going overboard with their understanding of anime to really succeed. I think anime isn't just about the style; it's also about, you know, how you present something. While a lot of people think anime, when they think of anime, they think of Japanese, and when they think of Japanese, they think eating ramen. They think of all the stereotypes first, right? They think of like eating ramen. They think of like, oh, and you have to say baka or some kudasai. You have to say arigato gozaimasu. You have to say all these like Japanese things, and you don't have to. And I say that because if we look at popular anime that don't hold these traditional values in terms of like story, and I love using Fullmetal Alchemist as my example because Fullmetal Alchemist is a fan favorite across the board. There's not a lot of people who hate, that I know of, who hate Fullmetal Alchemist, and I think that's definitely like warranted. And Fullmetal Alchemist isn't even inherently Japanese. Like, if you, I mean, obviously the creator is, but the actual story, the setting, and things like that, if anything, it's more so of a Western European type of setting. And you can look at even something like Hunter x Hunter, that's more so fantasy based. That doesn't have a traditional Japanese high school setting where they eat with chopsticks and do all these blah blah blah. Like, it's just not there. So when you look at creating an anime in America, you just have to say, okay, I know I want to create an anime. What is it that I'm trying to do? Okay, I want to tell a story about a boy going on an adventure for whatever reason, maybe to find some sort of relic, or he wants to be the best, insert title here. He has to, or that person or set of team has to understand that the presentation is always going to matter. You know, the presentation of how you present said characters, said story is going to matter. And if you're using something like the 3-act structure to present your anime, that can work, but you're going to run into some problems where writing anime is concerned, because thematically how you write manga and how you write a comic can be very different. And I say can because it really just depends. But yeah, no, it's you have to approach it with a sense of just understanding and love and care and passion for manga, and that's really as like best as I can explain it. Hello person from Kick. I don't know why that thing says replacer, but hello. Yeah, I can definitely say that there's a lot of people who have criticisms about my first 2 arcs, or not my first 2 arcs, my first arc. And this where we are now is going to be a culmination of the arc 1 being done. When we start to get into arc 2 and on, that's when I will say the world of PenguinBoy is going to open up so much more. You're going to meet so many more characters. You're going to see so many more things. There's just going to be so much more to the world that, you know, you haven't seen before, and I think that's going to be kind of cool. Western studios can cook when they aren't trying to bite anime, but be its own thing. Pantheon and Scavenger's Reign are fire. Yeah, both of those are actually really good shows, and that's what I'm talking about. Is like you can do something that is anime inspired if you want. You can even create, and that's the crazy thing, bro. A Western studio can create an anime, but it's the fact that they try to create it without understanding what it is first. They look at it for the surface level things of a girl saying, "Oh, kawaii," or they try to make it like anime-ish, and it's just like so cringe or so weird, and it comes off as wrong because they don't have the personality. They just have the characteristics. They have the mask of what I'd call anime, and they're not truly trying to understand what they're creating and then going from there. Because I think you should try and understand what you're creating, even if you want to create manga or anime, and then if you want to break those rules or you want to do something different, at least you understand it first, and then you're creating something differently. So, but yeah, Western studios definitely can cook. I think you're right about that. Bro, what is happening? All right, my thing is like lagging super hard, and I don't even know why. So we're about to like close out a lot of windows. Quitting that. Quitting that. Quitting that. Nah. Give me one sec, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. You just understand the rules and then you break them. My computer is being like super slow. see what we got on this storage, on this bad boy. I mean, I have 3.4 terabytes. Yeah, nothing else really. I have like tons of space. I don't know why my computer's like being slow. I'm like trying to draw this page and it's like lagging. Like that's not me doing that. Like, look at this. My hands are up here as it's still drawing. Like it's still circling. You see that? I'm gonna do it again. Like my hands up here and it's still like lagging. Like, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, what is happening? Yeah. Yes, understand the rules and break them. Let me see. So, you're just on page 10 of chapter 11. Are you still going to make it 30-ish pages? No, my chapters right now are about 25. I made them about 25, so it's way easier to kind of complete for a month-to-month standard. Because I'm doing a lot of company stuff, too, in the background. So... I dropped the page count to about 25 to 20 by 25, so it just depends on when I finish. Ralph says, yes, understand the rules, then break them. The world of PenguinBoy is starting to expand, and it's great to see the different people and cultures in Marshall's manga. Yo, appreciate that. It is starting to expand, and that's something that I'm very proud of, man. I'm very proud that the world is starting to expand. Everything's starting to go good. Like, and by the way, I will say this is going to be my shameless plug. Obviously, I have everything down below if you want to see it in the description. For my YouTube people, if you want to see like more like Instagram, TikTok, I mainly been posting a lot on TikTok, kind of just like super raw stuff, like super just me getting up, me getting off work, getting ready to draw, me coming straight from the gym, getting into this. But regardless, yeah, no, that's just pretty much it. Like, yeah, the world of PenguinBoy is going to open up, and yeah, I'm going to be showcasing random stuff over on TikTok and other stuff like that, so yeah. I also wonder if there will be other races in PenguinBoy. What do you mean other races? Hey, how does this sound? Is this overpowering me? I just want to make sure I try and get like all these audios down. Let me know if you can hear me through the current music, stuff like that. I think you should be able to, but just in case, you never know, man. Like, look at this crap. Like, you see how it's jumping around? I'm trying to draw, and it's like jumping around on me. It's not even moving at this point. Hang on a second, guys. I'm gonna cancel out of this and try and like open it back up and see where what is happening. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see. Well, now I'm just fighting with it. What up, Comic Ken? What's going on, brother? My computer is being difficult. You know what? I think I know what it is. I think I know exactly what it is. That could have been it. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, Comic Ken in the chat is like legendary. I haven't seen him in a minute. Maybe if I close this window too. Open it up on my phone. Yeah, let's see. Hopefully this. Hey, there we go. So it was my web browser app that was like taking up a bunch of data. That's literally what it was. What up, though, Ken? How you been, man? Everybody's saying what's up to Comic Ken. Local celebrity walked in. I do something like this. Anyway, should you check out those creators? Nah, probably not, man. I probably won't check out any of those creators. There's not a lot of time these days. Kind of want to read what I want to read at the given time, you know, and then go from there. Maybe I can. So when will you do another color coverage? You'll see. I'll be doing one. When this chapter comes out. Yeah, that's the game plan anyway. What's going on with you guys, though? How's everything going with the creation process, Ken? Ralph, what's going on with the Volume 2 stuff, man? I know you got some Volume 2 stuff that you're working on. Dragfang, you said you wanted to create some story stuff, man. What's going on with that? You any closer to creating? Oh, let me show you guys this. I ended up finding this, and I thought it was cool. My fiance actually got this for me a while ago, and it's a hand that you can kind of rotate, and then you can manipulate like all the fingers of it, which I thought was like really cool. And I just found this again. Which I was like, oh snap. So like now I have a hand that I can like mess around with and draw and stuff like that. The only thing I wish I could do is like turn the thumb. But you know, this is what it is. Yeah, I like this. I said it was really nice, and like it has like a nice little like felt bottom. That way it just sits nicely on my table. Starting volume 3 next week. Okay. Dope. Let me get my fat head out of the way and go back to drawing some stuff. Whoa. The fuck is that so large for? Why are you so large? Wait. 11.8? Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to all be 11.8. What up, Arcada GT? It's dope to see you got back here, man. This is really helpful. That is a really helpful tool. Yo, hey, come again. How is issue 3 of Air Rider coming along? It's super hard for me to draw and stream. Do you work from layouts? What do you mean? Do I work from layouts? Like as in like, do I just do all my layouts? All I'm doing right now is I'm drawing my names. I think drawing and streaming is hard. That's why like there's that time where like I take the talk and check out the stream, and then like there's time where like I focus in on this, because it could be really hard, especially if you're trying to do things. But luckily for me, like on my phone, I have a lot of the script already out, along with all the notes and how I want certain panels to look. Because I don't script out how I want every panel to look, but how I want certain panels to look, I script that out. So it's not too hard for me, Comic Ken. It would be hard if I didn't do those things, and trust me, it was a very much a trial and error process from all the times that I have streamed and drawn. So I've done this a lot, and while it can be difficult, it does help that everything for me is on the computer already, and I don't have to set up like any external cameras. Dragfang, ARS number 3 is inked, but I'm working on a paid project right now. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. You hook, annoying type correct. Bricada GT, what? What does that mean? I'm guessing this will explain why Zamarian decided to create Curtain Wall, a weapon specifically suited to him. I don't know, man. We'll see as the chapter proceeds. We shall see. And what's going on, Bricada GT? How are you today? That's currently where I'm at. I think it just comes down to like how somebody is doing something. Man, 25 pages, no offense, that's better than the alternative, which is 17 to 15. You know what's crazy? Like, there's a lot of mangaka who they've been giving out like 17 to 15 to about 20 pages. Not even 20. They've been giving about 15 to 19 pages. And I think week to week, man, I can't even blame them. You feel me? Like, I can't even be fully mad about that. So yeah, yeah, I'm excited to get this chapter, and I think a lot of people will really like it. Yeah, Toriko is an older, I say older manga, but it's from like 2012. They were trying to really push it with Bleach and was it Bleach and One Piece? I don't remember. I think it was Naruto and One Piece. They were trying to push it with Naruto and One Piece. Trying to draw this next scene, but I think I'm gonna save it for there, and I think I'm actually going to do a color illustration, since that's what me and Dragfang were talking about. Combine these two pages to do one. Because the other scene that I'm working on right now, it's a very like the next scene that's happening in the chapters is like it more so needs focus, and I'd rather be able to chat with you guys and do stuff. And that kind of goes back to what the homie was asking about. Why'd you ask me if I know of Toriko though? Gonna try and look up real quick. You guys reading anything interesting out there? Obviously, besides, you know, PenguinBoy, Recusant, Brave Soul, Devil Strike, all those other ones that we have over on our website. You guys reading anything anything interesting, anything fun you would recommend? I always think that it's always fun to like recommend other people some stuff. I'm gonna do 2 color illustrations in this one. Okay. Sorry guys, my phone like keeps like buzzing. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it. That shit like drives me crazy. Sitting above your shoulder, that means it's gonna come around. As I said before, no name star and element check them out. They're really cool indie manga. Yeah, I mean, I think those are great recommendations for everyone here in the chat. I think you always have those. Black tie bass. Listen to you a lot. Listen to By the Fire. Think about right there is good. said a monkey Rathian, huh? We've already seen a monkey Rathian. You've seen loads of different kinds. You just gotta go back to chapter 1. Excuse me. Now, I have to ask, for the other artists out there who draw, when it comes to doing using reference, you know, what are some of your key reference points that you like to go to? Do you just pull reference from wherever, or do you like a specific show that you pull reference from? Me, I pull reference from whatever is relevant to what I'm trying to do. So that's kind of how I do things. Yeah, I know, but I mean a cool monkey Rathian character that would stay in the story or something. Who knows, man? You might be able to see things. I don't want to talk about too much. You know, I don't mind obviously talking about certain things, but I don't want to talk about too much. I think where that stuff is concerned, I can just say you'll see, you know. it's pretty much it. I can easily just say that you will see. I think you'll be surprised by the, I'll say, cast of characters for Arc 2. You'll be surprised at who you see, not who you see, what you'll see, and what's to come from it. And I can at least say that. I can at least say that. I actually have to see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have his hair kind of like that.
Where is he, bro?
Yo. Go.
Like how, bro? They're gonna push me. I'm merciful. Where are you? Yeah, right next to you. I'm coming. Oh, it's over, I think. It's over.
Nah, nor do I really care. I don't know what Show Me magazine is. Appreciate that, Ralph. I do appreciate that. But that's what I'm talking about though. Like Ralph, you make a pretty good point. Like Dragfang, like when you suggest like a cool monkey Rathian character that would say in the story, like it's like this is the connection that we have. Like imagine if the creator of One Piece had a YouTube channel where he would stream. Do you know the amount of people that would be in that stream talking about like, dude, you should do this, or Luffy should do this, or I think this arc was wrong, or blah blah blah. Like it would be insane. That's why I think like if you hit a certain level, there has to be that understanding of like, you know, there has to be an understanding of like the creator is trying to create something as he goes along, and just like how he kind of does something with the story. Like it's always that nuance, you know, to being a creator and taking criticism or taking direction from people. Not that any idea can be really terrible or detrimental. I mean, that's why fan stories exist. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I appreciate that, Ralph. I really do. Bro, make Luffy a space dragon. What? What are you talking about?
Each. E. Sang.
Where is he, bro?
Young. Go.
I can't, bro. Where are you? Right next to I'm coming. Oh, it's over, I think. It's over. There's something on the ground. Guys, panic to be there. Really funny, actually. Oh, dead, bro.
Like, I know there's a lot of people who do this. How they'd be in the chat if Oda was streaming. Yeah, bro, make Luffy a space dragon. Yo, Yoshi, they would straight up do that. How they'd be. Like, just imagine anybody, JJK, Attack on Titan. Imagine they had a YouTube channel and how the chat would be like crazy. Yo, what up, David Dross? Looks cool. You working on your comic? Yeah, I'm working on my manga. PenguinBoy literally was doing some drafting earlier. Now I'm just doing some color illustrations. So did something right here for one of my characters. We're currently singing a story named Zamarian, doing a color illustration for him. And then kind of working on something right now for another character named Yuri on this other end. So yeah, just like Ralph said, he's working on his manga PenguinBoy. But I appreciate you dropping in, David Draws. Appreciate you dropping in. Oh yeah, I get that, because there's a lot of people I have seen in X people saying shit like he should have an arc that deals with Sanji's Germa genes taking over, which is stupid. Like bro, like what even is that? What like it's just there's so much stuff that I always like laugh at, you know what I mean? I want to do something with like just Yuri. Excuse me. Sorry about that. once I get this sketch done, I'll go back to that. It's already been 2 hours. Or theory that Crocodile is Luffy's mother. Bro, they would straight up ask a lot of stuff about that. There'd be so much stuff, it would be crazy. Sorry, I wanted to pull up the reference that I'm going to be using.
Each.
Where is he, bro?
Young.
No way, shit.
Go.
I can't, bro. They're gonna push me. Where are you? Right next to me, I'm coming. Oh, it's over, I think. It's over. It's still on the ground. Guys, Sonic Sabina. This is what it is.
Yeah, that would just be really crazy. Yo, Yosh, we gotta do some sort of collab, bro. I still want to do a collab with you, Yosh. We gotta draw some stuff together. Like, I think we've chatted about it in the DMs like once or twice, but like, we gotta do some cool shit. Me and you are around the same chapter length. We've already did some, and for those of you that don't know, if you read In Another World with My Gun and you also read Penguin Boy, there's Easter eggs to both of our series in there, and it's really cool. We've already chatted about this. So if you go read the comic In Another World with My Gun, done by Yoshi in here, it'd be you'd see some a little bit of reference to the old Penguin Boy. And if you read I believe it's chapter 7, you'll see the reference to a certain character. I believe it's chapter 7. Whichever chapter I have where Zamarian and Alba fight, you'you'll see that in there as well. You'll see some stuff from there as well. So yeah, go check that out. Yeah, Yoshi's manga is really good. Like Ralph, bro, go read it. It's a fun ride all the way through. Favorite character is the fairy character, just hands down. My favorite character. I pray we see more of her in the comic. Yeah, we need to put something together, dude. And I think it'd be freaking baller. I think it'd be freaking baller. And it's like I said, I know we've chatted about it maybe a handful of times, but like maybe 2 times, but it hasn't been anything like crazy. Hasn't been anything crazy.
Each.
I have to put together some.
Young. Go.
I don't actually know what I want her to wear. I had to decide, like, what is this type of scene? It's gonna be a beach scene. She's gonna be in her human form. So I guess something I'll tell you guys. Penguin Boy is only gonna be 5 arcs long, and we're at the end of the first arc alone. We're getting ready to go into the second arc, and yeah, it's pretty much where we are. I already have an idea. I've always had an idea of like what the ending was gonna be, and kind of that you're gonna get to see like some stuff. I'm one of those creators who likes to see like the world not open up as much as possible, or sorry, not the world not open up. I want to leave like certain things for the people's imagination. So while I'm gonna show you a lot of things about the world of Penguin Boy, there's also gonna be some unexplained things that we can always venture back into at a later time. What's your see more of who? Oh, I think you just need to see more of like the side characters that I have. Like I gotta start doing more of like with them in terms of like art and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, if I'm working on like stuff that takes focus, I'm gonna come back and start doing like gesture drawings, or not gesture drawings, but like I'll take that time to like kind of do some other artwork. But just to show you guys what I was working on currently. So this is it. Which I think these are gonna be like little fun pieces to kind of throw out there. Let people see some artwork of both Yuri and Samarian. But yeah. I'll see what's going on. Just can't wait to learn how Yuri turns into a human look. Yep. Getting there won't be short, but definitely the story itself is definitely going to be short. So there's just a lot to like kind of think about with that. But yeah, no. Outside of that though, guys, I am gonna pop up out of here. I'm gonna let you guys get to it. Appreciate everybody coming through, everybody on the YouTube side, on the Kick side, and on the Twitter side. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell to stay notified. We're gonna be streaming again tomorrow, from between 7 and 8 all the way until, well, we usually stream for like 2 hours or an hour and a half at least. Yeah. Other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day. We're gonna just vibe out and chill here for a bit, so feel free to chill here and listen to the music if you want. All right, you guys. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here. I want you guys to all be safe. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to everybody all around. And, yeah, later.